Hello YouTube, Alpha White Wolf
and Axel Reaper here,
bringing you another reaction to the Astartes series of videos. This one, part 4.
and 5.
Yep.
Just depends on how much we get into it.
Yeah.
We're going to see if we can get all the way through, because I believe there's only 5 parts.
So far.
Okay, well, let's not, take up any of your time. We gave our information on the last 3 parts, and we're ready to continue, so let's go ahead and jump right in.
I usually try and do a little disclaimer though, just to make it so that if anyone is jumping into this one. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, indicate so down below. If you have suggestions for future videos, drop them in the comments. And if you want to check out the original videos, there are links in the description, as well as a link to Glatorius' Twitter page where you can follow us there.
And don't forget, this is part 4 and 5, so if you haven't already seen the last video, go click. We'll leave a link in the description below for that one.
Yeah.
So you guys are caught up.
Yeah. I'll also make sure to, of course, leave the little thumbnail in the end of the video. But I think we're all good now.
All right, let's jump right in.
Video as a go in 3, 2, 1, and play.
So these are the guys we thought had the masks.
Yeah, these are the guys I can't quite tell if they're robots or biological people. There's definitely some crackling going on there, so I don't know if that's like psychers or something.
Well, they've got force fields.
Psychers, definitely.
Bullet size. You were right when you told me the size of those bullets.
Oh yeah. Especially when you remember that these guys are like significantly bigger than normal humans. And drop in the plasma pistol because at any given time, the more you use it, the more at risk you are. This is the guy that got hit with the last cannon.
Damn. Wow! It only took 2 of them.
Well, in all fairness, the others are kind of running diversionary works. But the big thing is, the one who was injured, he's not even reacting.
Yeah.
And that's like a normal thing with Astartes.
They're very straightforward and very tactical.
Yeah.
I mean, they use the high ground. So they use the high ground to basically pin them down and kind of see what their abilities were, and then they rush them because they realized the force field was close. That was very tactical and very.
Yeah. The thing is, even if it's a force field, blocking those mags are like our mags. They're able to hold like 30 rounds or so.
Yeah.
So 30 high explosive grenades suddenly exploding in your force field. That's going to take a decent amount of concentration no matter how much of a psyker you are.
Yeah, so the psychers, is that a normal thing for Warhammer?
Oh yeah, so
I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, so in Warhammer there's this thing called Immaterium, or the Warp, or the Realm of Chaos. It's essentially this giant ocean of psychic energy that certain people from various races, called psychers, or psychics, depending on what you want to call them as, they're officially called psychers, they can draw upon that energy and do basically magic and shit. They can use telekinesis, they can use telepathy, they can shoot lightning bolts out of their hands like a Sith Lord.
I like it. But if you guys, like I said, make sure you go and check the last video. This is my first time being introduced into this stuff. So I've got a lot of questions, but you're definitely able to fill me in.
Alright. Do you want to go through this one again, or do you want to go straight?
I think we should go and analyze this over again, because I want to take a look back at the artwork and the style of the animation.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, did you see the spine in the back?
Yeah.
When I saw that, my God, like the electricity going off of it.
Yeah, let's get a good look at that.
Right there.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So, it looks like it goes down actually into their bodies.
Yeah.
But it's connected through the back of are they robots? Are they people?
I think that they're regular people, but the thing is, in Warhammer, this is like the 42nd millennium. This is like the 41st, 42nd millennium. Cybernetics are a fairly common thing. So for them,
okay.
I mean, in Warhammer, one thing that exists is called servo skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, and servitors. Oh, that's an entire can of worms in itself. But servo skulls are literally someone's actual skull, designed to do little more than be like a speaker or a floating flashlight.
Wow, that's crazy.
And that's normal.
Okay. Well, I'd like to say is that the way these guys are built, this looks like kind of like a leather covering armor.
Yeah, pretty common.
Okay, so they've got, obviously, they kind of seem like, hyped up mages in a sense, in my opinion, when you think about it.
Yeah, I think that they're just like really big individuals, because that's not unusual in the 40k setting.
If anybody think about Resident Evil, the Tyrants, that's one of those first thing I thought when I saw these guys.
Yeah, but this clothing does look pretty high end in comparison to what most people would be wearing.
Yeah, so far what I've seen, because I saw in the last ones, and the men that were coming in, it didn't seem like they had very good armor on.
It doesn't really. When you're facing off against bolters, it doesn't really matter how good your armor is, unless you're behind like a solid foot of steel.
Yeah.
All right,
let's continue. What's the thing they're holding in their hand?
Looks like some kind of baton. I remember in the last one that they used it kind of like to beat one of them in order to kind of encourage them on.
And their telepathy or whatever it is, flexibility, was able to shrug off a blast from the plasma gun.
Yeah, their force field.
Running in.
The thing about the Astartes, they know that they are well equipped and well designed for like close quarters combat.
Yeah.
So they have no problem bum rushing in if it'll be successful.
Yeah.
With them, close quarters is like the ultimate place to be.
I like the Tyrant, like they are covered, they're not showing their skin or anything like they're completely covered.
I do like those knives.
Yeah. So he was able to cut his psychic ability off by shooting him.
No, he was more like able to distract him.
Okay.
Because that is something you have to concentrate on doing. And if you get shot in the shoulder, you kind of have a bit of trouble concentrating on that.
So wait, did he use the baton to cut the gun in half? I guess?
Possibly, or just like a psychic lightning assisted backhand.
Okay.
Really, it doesn't matter too much.
Well, they're barely injured, and they just took down both of those guys, which was basically commanding the whole army of regular dudes.
Not a hard thing to do there.
Well, I gotta say, like I said in the last video, to the animator of these, seriously, God, it's fantastic.
You want to hop into the last one?
Yeah, so this last one, we're gonna kind of say some stuff. We might actually pause it during. It's 7-something minutes long, so it's going to be a little longer than the other ones. Just bear with us. So you guys already know this, but you saw 1 and 2, but you never saw 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
So the first 2 he knew about, but this one he.
No, I don't know about
nothing.
This one. So I know that in some of the previous ones they were talking about ad blocker. That's a different computer. This piece of crap is. It's barely being able to handle a regular internet tab. It's not exactly good. I'm looking into replacing it soon. But here we have Astartes Part 5.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and hop right into that.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, bit of a recap.
Yeah. You gotta give them credit. They obviously know how to fight very well.
They are trained and psycho-conditioned to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
2 ships. Okay.
It seems like the Spartans on fucking steroids.
It is a good description for. Ooh, purity seals. Lots of them.
I don't
Remember how I mentioned how everyone is super religious?
Oh yes, you did mention that. Yeah. Okay. But now I understand. Now I don't know.
You, I know. That is an Inquisition something. What, like some kind of psyker?
So what is? You said they're religious, so I understand that.
These guys look like they're definitely in charge. I think that one of them is that one that we saw a little bit of laurel on his helmet. It must be like some kind of sergeant or maybe even a captain. I'm not super familiar with the ranking system of the Astartes. Oh yeah, his helmet's a little damaged. That actually adds to it very nicely.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, like I said, the lighting system, everything so far is beautiful. I like how they're just not afraid to walk into anything. They don't care.
They don't have to.
They're just like, we're big enough, we're badass enough. We know how to destroy anything we find. So
9 times out of 10, a small squad of Astartes is more than enough to subjugate a ship like this.
What is that?
Some kind of sculpture.
I don't know.
No idea about that.
Looks like they're just ignoring it.
Must not be too important. Wait a minute. They had one of these in front of the Inquisition guy. Chained up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it like a psychic link?
I have no idea. Oh, definitely has some kind of mental ability. Oh, we didn't know what these are.
So it's got psychic link.
It has psychic abilities, yes. But they just do not care. Like I said, these guys are psycho. Wow. Part of the Astartes training is psycho conditioning. Like, they're able to shrug off things like this without too much issue.
So I guess this is what they're here for.
Looks like. What exactly the mission is, no idea.
Well, it has the same kind of formation as the masks or whatever on the heads of the guys they need.
I think the guys there had a slightly different one, though. This seems almost like a more...
It's like a brain.
Almost, yeah. Well, knowing the Space Marines, those are probably explosives.
Definitely seems like they're killing it.
Or the very least hurting it. And we're back at the other ship. It has a little incense burner in his hand, they can see the smoke. Oh.
Maybe they transferred it.
No, these are 2 different ones for sure. Yeah. Yep. 2 different ones on 2 different ships.
Are they like talking to each other?
I can hear them, yeah. Considering how muffled everything is being made with their helmets and such. Yeah, that makes sense now. He was definitely a psyker. When a psyker starts going a little rogue, killing it quick is pretty much the job of whoever's around.
Magnetism, I guess. What the... Oh no!
are struggling for sure. Oh, there went his arm. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. This thing was able to shrug it off like it was nothing. And now it's absorbing that. Holy crap. But the big thing is, you've seen how much their armor can take. That thing that blast just destroyed their arm and the armor on it.
Yeah, you were right. My God. So now they're like, I guess, in the psychic, kind of like a psychic world or something?
Don't know. Whew. That is one nasty injury.
Finally got to see some faces, huh?
Did some good job on the skin there.
Dude. This looks sick.
And yeah, not even flinching at the fact that he's missing part of his arm.
Yeah. Wow. What kind of creatures are these?
I do not know.
I mean, you said they're like what, like 8 feet to 9 feet tall?
Anywhere from 8 to 10 feet tall.
And those things just towered to them.
They might be actual bones, but they might also just as easily just be sculpted.
It's not over.
Oh, I recognize those weapons. Those needles just now?
Yeah.
Those were either Eldar or Dark Eldar stuff.
Ooh, special thanks, chapter. Oh, endorsement games, shop.
Okay.
Hey, what are you doing up there?
So, all things considered,
I am thoroughly impressed. Honestly, I thought the quality of all of these videos could have easily been
like movie level quality.
movie level quality, yes.
And this is a fan made thing too.
And what's even better is, I'll say this, a lot of people consider, say, action and horror and the concept of something being more spoken. But in this, there was so little language you had to hear for it to have such an effect.
Yeah, they were able to convey this silent professionalism to everything the Astartes were doing. The sheer brutal ruthlessness that they were able to exude.
It was the identifying of the actions, not by the words. You know, the way a person, you know, presents themselves is based on appearance and the way they speak, but here you only see the appearance, and even then you don't see what they really look like until that last scene where he nearly took off his helmet.
And he made no expression either. He was just kind of, I would interpret that expression like, alright, what now?
It's just a complete tactical military mindset. That's all it was. It's I'm ready to go, let me see what's in front of me, what's next, go. There's no hesitation.
Oh yeah. And what I really love, and you actually got to see this, how that thing initially was trying, when they were approaching, you could see it was trying to influence them. You could see that the frame was kind of darkening on the edges.
Yeah.
Psycho indoctrination for the win, because these guys, you do not brainwash an Astartes easily.
No, and I gotta give him really good credit for especially the fluent feel of the animation was just, I mean, seriously, like, it was amazing.
Their movement so smooth, the camera work flawless.
And I also would like to say that every single time we went through the video, they got longer and longer and longer until the final one. Because, like, the first one was 50 seconds. This one was, what,
7.5 minutes.
7.5 minutes. This person took so much time or people, I'm not 100% sure, like I said, it took so much time and effort in putting into it. I mean, it's amazing.
And here's the thing. How good that first one was. Beautiful. And I did not see any reduction in quality as we progressed, despite the fact that they were so much long. And when it's so much longer like that, you usually have to kind of make sacrifices in certain things.
Yeah, some people will sacrifice, on their animation style, or
they'll sacrifice quality
or, visual effects. Nothing was sacrificed here. It was just as good as watching that 50-second clip. It was just as good as watching 7 minutes of it.
I showed him, and we're not doing a reaction of it, but I did show him a video called His Angels. Which,
yes, that was brutal. That was just... But, yet again, I'd like to say this, is that it was the actions of the characters in the actual
fight
that I saw that I was like, okay, but nobody talked.
There was actually one bit of dialogue when the Space Marines landed, like, "A fine welcome for us, brothers. Return the greeting in kind."
Yeah, so, but that's just it, is that these are more effective, I think, because there's not a whole bunch of talking. Like, I couldn't understand a dang thing he was saying, but it was the way it was being said, the motion of how it was being said.
It felt scary. It felt foreboding.
It was the reaction also that the other psychic had. I mean, like, the twitch, and all of a sudden just starts going crazy, and they just kill him.
Oh, yeah. So, on that note, I mentioned how when a psyker basically starts malfunctioning,
yeah,
it's not a good thing to be around, because remember how I said that the Immaterium is also called the Realm of Chaos?
Yeah.
Well, every realm has its rulers. And in this case, it's like chaos gods. But also in the Immaterium are demons, which love to use psychers as little hand puppets or little meat suits, if you want to.
So it's like in our world, demons possessing humans.
Pretty much. And let me tell you, a demon possessing a normal human psyker, that is like several clips of bolter rounds to put the thing down, versus that quick realization of malfunction, put him down now.
Okay.
So that's a safety thing.
So the orbs we saw, do you think that maybe they were like a psychic connection to demons?
No, it sounded as though they were communicating. I think they're their own individual species.
Okay.
Which wouldn't surprise me.
I think that in all honesty, I believe that the video itself was definitely up to par with things I would like to see in the future. Honestly, to the people who made this, make more, please. Just make more.
We'll take a look, and I'm pretty sure that there is like a Patreon for it.
Yes.
Which I would not be surprised if I saw like lists of people donating to this.
If there is a Patreon, we'll go ahead and leave links and stuff like that in the description. Yeah. This is something that should be continued.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I don't know anything about any of this, and I already am enjoying it to the point where I want to know more.
I think I'm also going to pull up a video talking about Astartes implants, because I want to have you kind of understand just how batshit insanely tough these assholes are.
Okay. Well, I really honestly can say that with everything I know right now, and even though it's very little, I think that this is a series that will definitely be in a lot of future videos.
Yeah.
And maybe even some comparisons of the Space Marines and like other things. It would be interesting to do the ones that they killed in the ones that they killed in the last videos. Maybe we could do a comparison to what they look like up close with like the tyrants from like the Resident Evil movies, because they look. I mean, when I saw it,
they have some similarities, but
yeah, but the difference is of course the mutation concept.
Yeah.
But it would be interesting, maybe we can take a look at some things from the other universes, maybe we're going to definitely dive deeper into this. But remember, as I also said, me and him are still in situations where putting videos together might be a little difficult, so please bear with us. We are trying to get everything figured out. Once we do get things figured out and we can actually start working on videos together more authentically and often, we'll definitely be releasing those. We are actually going to try to release some actual gaming videos together as well. We're working on that right now, and so we hope that you stay with us.
Yeah. So, with all that said and done, we're going to wrap this video up. If you're new to the channel, again, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, indicate so down below. If you have suggestions for future videos, drop them in the comments. And if you want to check out the original videos that we just reacted to, which I highly recommend,
yes,
there's links in the description, along with a link to Gaming Glatorius' Twitter page, where you can follow us there.
And don't forget to click the bell icon so you can guys get notifications for all the videos that we put out. We're going to try to put out as many videos as we can, so we're going to continue to do this. And with that being said, I think it's time to sign off. I'm Axel Reaper.
Alpha White Wolf.
We'll see you all later. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.